perfect RIA, in case you didn't know. Bringing you all the strategies to help your business grow. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Sit back and listen in while you feel the beat, yeah. Another myth bites the dust.
Hello, TPR Nation. Welcome to another Follow-Up Friday. This is Amber Kuhn from the Perfect RIA for today's episode. Matt and Micah talked about Roth Conversions on Monday, but started with the importance of paying attention to what and how you're delivering information to your clients. The guys mentioned that sometimes you can get caught up in routine and how you think you should be doing something, as opposed to what is the biggest impact for your clients. Everything that you do and the way that you do it needs to be intentional. You don't need to recite everything you've ever learned. Matt said instead, you want to help your clients make an educated and informed decision. More often than not, less is more. So how often do you overcomplicate things? Micah said if you can't explain it on one page, then it's too complex. For one topic, there should be one page. If you're doing more than that, you can lose the ability to effectively communicate with a client. Matt gave the example of doing this in crayon. If you can't draw it out in crayon, then you are going too deep. So getting into Roth Conversions, Matt said the reason he becomes familiar with Roth Conversions is that he knows that at some point his clients are going to need to take out a lump sum. So this is to allow his clients to have good options down the road. For Micah, Roth conversions and taxes are a diversification question. So while Matt and Micah's reasons for discussing this with their clients might differ, it goes back to being intentional with what you're talking to your clients about and how you're saying it. Matt shared that this doesn't need to be an elaborate plan. He said it is borderline negligent to not discuss Roth conversions and consider them every year with your clients. Micah brought up the Dishwasher Rule. So Roth conversions might not make sense for all your clients right now, but for him, he's still going to have a conversation around it so he can get credit for the work that he's doing and discuss why it will benefit his clients. Matt said keep this simple so you can share with your clients why it does or doesn't make sense to do a Roth conversion and have this conversation every year. Clients love to know that you as the advisor are on top of this. So this doesn't come across as repetitive. There's so much value that this gives. The guys talked about how to explain Roth conversions in meetings. You don't need to do a 97-page document, just a general plan. Micah will keep this conversation very broad. He'll tell his clients, looking at your current tax bracket, based on where you're going to be, we need to be between X and Y. The second part of that conversation is jumping into how they're going to be paying for this instead of getting super detailed. A general answer that he gives to his clients is if your investments generate a tax bill, then your investments will pay the taxes. The clients don't need to come out of pocket. Matt said this is so great because this is something that the client can remember. Communicate that with the client, that this money is set aside in an account, and for them to remind their CPA about this too. Micah discussed tax tolerance and that it's important to know your client's tax tolerance, whether it's those clients who no matter what want to get a refund or those other clients who don't want to pay anything until taxes are due as long as they don't have to deal with a penalty. The first thing Micah does to explain this to his clients is by using his tax buckets. This is something Micah draws out and his clients take home with them. He's educating and is training his clients that anytime they take money out of these buckets, they need to make sure that they're calling him to ensure it doesn't have a negative tax impact. Matt and Micah talked about steps for those advisors who are not able to do tax planning or not comfortable with this. So step one, Micah said, use the Retirement Tax Services tax guide and have it readily available. Micah keeps this on his desk. It gives the current tax rates and the 2026 tax rates. You can use this with your clients to show with the tax changes, do they want to pay taxes at a higher rate later or a low rate now? If they want to do it now, great. Now you can say, let's talk about a Roth conversion. Step two is Medicare and what's in their IRMA. What's that going to be at age 65 or 72? And how is that affecting their income? Micah said this is retirement income planning, not tax planning. Matt said partnering with retirement tax services to do tax planning for your clients for those who don't want to become an expert, or if not, find an expert to partner with. This is all about helping your clients. Don't just give them a number and let them call. Michael will coordinate those meetings with his COI and his clients, or he'll share a video to the COI on what he's looking for because he wants to make sure that that connection is a 5-star event. Both Matt and Micah said when the markets are down, this is an especially good time to talk about Roth conversions. But again, make those conversations simple. You're not forecasting, but you can focus on the things that you can control and how to empower your clients. Let's get into action items. Action item number 1. Visit live.xyplanningnetwork.com to get signed up for the Perfect RIA Panel of Success. It will be October 8th in Denver. Matt, Micah, Benjamin Brandt, and Stephen Jarvis will be discussing how they dramatically increase the success of their practice and the value they deliver while being able to work less. Be sure to get signed up today. Action item number 2, Invictus members, save the date for our next mastermind. These events are truly amazing and can transform your practice. So save the date for December 1st and 2nd. Make sure that's on your calendar. And we are also working on our May dates as well. Action item number 3, make a list of all the clients you want to do a Roth conversion for and look at accelerating them. Try to do this during your surge meetings and record why or why not you decided to do a Roth conversion. This will save you time later. Action item number 4, you need to mention Roth conversions every year to your clients. And lastly, for our last action item, be sure to give us 5 stars wherever you are listening. Thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, happy planning.
Hold on before we go. Something that you need to know. This isn't tax, legal, or investment advice. That isn't our intent. Information designed to change lives. Financial planning can make you thrive. Start today, don't think twice. Be a better husband, father, mother, and wife.